going on, everybody? Well, it's cold here in Nebraska, I'll tell you that. It is December 15th. We're heading up to my private ground spot. It's in the teens here. I mean, it's brutal. I hunted last night. It's a publican. About froze my goons off, you know what I mean? It was brutal. I mean, I was about dang running back to the truck. Couldn't put my hands. It was a glove piercer cold out. We're heading up to my private ground spot right now, and I got a Nebraska food plot up there I planted this spring, so the deer are starting to hit it really hard. They haven't really been hitting that food plot until it got really cold, but they're in there hitting it hard, so hopefully it's a for sure deal thing. We're gonna go up there and see what happens, but if they move tonight, they're gonna hit that food and we should see some deer. I brought the big camera with the film to get a little bit better video. I always use the GoPro, but since I'm on public ground, you know, it's hard carrying a bigger camera around, so since I'm in my ground blind, I'm going to get the old big camera on the tripod, less on the big guns, and try to get some good footage for everybody. But I think I got 6 or 7 deer down so far. I'd like to at least get 4 more. I think that should last me a little while, but it goes quick. We're going to get up here and sneak into the ground blind and get set up and see if we can clap ourselves a big old doe, so stay tuned. Smoked her, folks. She's down. I better reload. I might have spine shot her. She's done. I'm shaking, folks. That's a nice size doe. We're loaded back up here. Gotta put a primer in. Ooh. You can tell I'm pretty excited here. That's meat in the freezer. And we got her with the big camera. You gotta love it. Tell you what, it's hard filming with the big camera. That's for dang sure. We got a little smoke going everywhere. Can't get my primer in there. Let's see if she's done. Up to her. I'm gonna keep the film rolling. I'm gonna make sure she doesn't need a second one put in her. She looks like she's done, but I just want to make sure.
we're going. Alright folks, well, that was a pretty successful evening hunt up at the private land. We've seen about 6 deer. I was going to try to get a shot on the second one, but I think I made a good shot on the doe. I thought I spine shot her, but we don't know until we got up there, but probably you can see her sitting right there on the fence. Got it all on video here with the big camera. But that's meat in the freezer, folks. A lot of good jerky, back straps, a lot of good burger. Can't beat it. You gotta love God's creation. That's what it's all about. Get out here and harvest some fresh venison. But she came out and she was the biggest of the three, and I put it on her and dropped her right in her tracks. That's awesome. That's how it's supposed to go. Can't beat it. But yeah, you can see her right there on the fence line. But we're gonna walk up to her and check her out and get her gutted. I mean, it's not even dark yet. You gotta love that. And it's cold out, folks. Really cold. So let's go check her out. I'm pumped. I'm gonna unload the muzzleloader here, take the primer out, because we don't need that walking around. I'll tell you that right now. There's another deer pops out. That could be our luck, but I'm stoked. That's venison for the freezer, folks. But let's go check her out real quick. Alright. I'm just gonna leave the camera tripod on. Get out of the line here. That's the GoPro. I'm gonna go check her out. Alright. Here's my blind setup, folks. I'll zoom out a little bit here. Alright, here's my blind setup. My food plots right down there. All that's food plot. Brassicas. I think it was a Whitetail Institute, no plow, and it grew really good. I got basketball size turnips down there. But what these deer like doing, they like funneling from this fence line and coming across here and coming down in my food plot. And then we got a big draw down here, probably about 60 acres of timber. They like coming out here, following the fence line and cutting down in my food plot. I'm only hunting 10 acres here. It's not a big section, but you put a food plot in, folks, just goes to show you the deer will come, and you gotta love it. I've shot some nice deer off this property. Been hunting it for a long time, so I mean, look at the deer tracks here. I mean, it's just a highway. They've really been coming in here ever since we get this cold snap in the snow. They've been tearing up the Nebraskas. But we're gonna go walk up on the trophy doe here. I don't care what size doe they are. They're all trophies if you harvest them, in my eyes. But let's go check her out. Whew. Forgot my gloves in the truck, but we'll gut her up real quick and that should warm me up. Get her gutted before it gets dark here. But yep, she dropped dead in her tracks. You gotta love that. But yeah, that's a beautiful doe. Really nice doe. Oh yeah, you can see where I shot her at. Right there. I mean, you can't get no better than that. It might be a little high, but I mean, that's right behind the shoulder. It was a little high, but cracked her. That's a nice sized doe. I'm tickled to death. Whew, you gotta love it. Well, I'm gonna set up this tripod here as best I can. See if you can't get a little bit of view of me getting her. I don't know how much you can show on the old YouTube, but we'll see what we can do here. Alright, I'm gonna gut her, folks. Get no snow and no muzzleloader here. Little CVA Wolf did it again. It's a good gun, but beautiful doe. The trails coming through here. There's just trails everywhere. But I'm gonna do something here that I always do. Beautiful doe. Get a good shot on her. Nice mature doe. All right, folks. Well, here she is. Beautiful doe. I'm gonna say it was a 80-yard shot from the blind. I'll show you here in a minute where the blind was before we get started here, but I mean, hit her right behind the shoulder. Perfect shot. Stone cold dropped her in her tracks. I mean, she hit the dirt hard, but you can hear the air leaking out of her right now. But beautiful doe, beautiful coat. Look at them hams on her. Woo, I'm tickled pink. Back straps. Get some muscle jerky made. That's what it's all about. As I'm sitting here saying this, about 150 yards down the hill, there's about 3 or 4 does staring up here looking at me. But trophy, beautiful doe. I'm happy with her, and we're gonna get her gutted here, and I'll probably just actually drag her. I probably won't even drive the truck back in here, but we're gonna gut her real quick and drag her to the truck. So stay tuned. I'll leave the camera rolling for the gutting part, but I don't know how much of that I can put on YouTube. So, but we'll see what we can do here. Find a knife here. Here we go. She's a nice mature doe, for sure. All right, got the old outdoor edge knives, folks, right there. I don't know if you can see it through the fence, but best knife you can get. I love them, especially for this situation we got going on right here. All right, let's get to it here. Cut around the milk sack there. Yeah, these knives make quick work of gutting, I'll tell you that. But she's gonna make some good jerky. Get some muscle jerky made out of her, I think, when I take her to the processor. And back straps. Like I said, I gotta kill at least, so what did I say earlier? 3 or 4 more. So at least 3 more deer, but the more the better. All right, there's a milk sack. All right. I knew they were going to move heavy tonight and hit this food plot. I mean, you can see the tracks. They're just tearing the food plot up in here. But it's a good thing. Whew. Oh. Whew. Nicer too. You got somebody here to help you hold legs around and flip her around, but what do? You gotta get out and hunt. Whew. So when I'm gutting them, I don't even bring my saw with me anymore because I don't have anything. It's kind of a pain in the ass to carry a saw around with you, so I just cut around the anus as much as I can and get it loose before I go in the chest cavity. It'll make it a lot easier on you. Just to loosen all that up. Alright, we got that loosened. Now it's time to start on the chest cavity here. Poke a little hole in there. Folks, take your time on this because you do not want to hit guts. It's a pain in the butt. And it can taint your meat too. I'm not kidding with you there on that. That's a fact. Whew. This feels good on the hands though, folks, I'll tell you that. Whew. But this couldn't have worked out any better. Beautiful cold night. Perfect. This is what muzzleloader hunting's all about. Cold weather. gets these deer moving. Whew. We're getting there. Just about done. Yep. Whew. All right. As far as I'm gonna go up there. Come in here. Fun part. Reach up in there, get as far back in there until you feel that windpipe. Oh yeah, I made a good shot on her. Really good shot. Alright. Get in there. Slice that windpipe. Alright, that's done. Alright. Now, just gotta slowly work it back. What I do, everybody, when I'm gutting a deer, because a lot of people, what they do is they'll actually take the guts back, put it right between the back legs. I roll everything to one side of the deer, so that way, if you do have an accident and you do puncture, you know, the intestines or something like that, it doesn't get on the beautiful hams, because that's where you get most of your meat off of, them back legs. So you don't want to spoil them, but just roll it all to one side out of the rib cage, and you should be good. Just like that, I just flop it over there. Then when you get down here, it's starting to get dark on me, so I don't know how good you guys can see this, but hopefully it's halfway decent. Whew. Just go back in through here. Cut more if you have to. Because you don't want to get pee all over your meat either. Especially if you get a buck and rut. Oh, or a doe. That's brutal. And then you can take your knife on the inside here. Just work the outside of the pelvic bone. Don't go in, just work the outside of it. Just keep going around. Because you hit that damn thing with all that pee in it. It's brutal. We're getting there. About got her. Yep, that's all she wrote. See, just like that. Oh. She's actually pregnant. Yep. She was pregnant. She got bred. You always find that this late season. She must have got bred pretty early, actually, because that's a pretty good size fetus. That's interesting. She must have came into heat early. There we go. She's all cleaned out of there, folks. That is a gutted deer. And the good thing about this weather is you got this beautiful snow. You can take your hands in, wipe all that blood off. Oh yeah, that's nice. On the other hand, it will make them cold. Whew. Off on the wool pants here. Whew. I'm gonna get a couple pictures here. Not how good you can see on the camera, but got my knife loaded up here. Let's put my knife somewhere. Nope, it's right here. I've done that. Left the knife behind. Put that back in the pouch here. Just put that in the pocket here. Other knife. We're gonna apply. I never leave the house without this thing. This thing's pulled me out of more binds than you wouldn't believe. Came with a tree stand. It's an old ear drag. Strap around the neck there. Clip it. And you're ready to drag, folks. That's all there is to it. Alright. Now we just gotta get her over the fence here. Not breaking my back. But I've done this before, so I've killed a lot of deer out of this spot. I'm very blessed. I double lunged her all day long. Go over the fence. Blood everywhere. Alright, she's over the fence. There we go, folks. Now we got a nice little gut pile for the critters. It's cold out. They're gonna need it, so that's gonna help them out a little bit. I'll throw some snow on top of it. How the food chain goes around. You swack a deer in the gut pile, coyotes eat good. Whew. Oh, they'll be back in here tonight. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You gotta love dragging deer through the snow. Easy peasy. Kitty squeezy. Alright, folks. Well, we're gonna head to the truck. It's a close walk, so it ain't gonna be too hard. So we're gonna load her up in the truck and get rolling home here. It was a wonderful day out in God's creation. We harvested a beautiful doe. I'm pumped. Very happy. Going private really helped today, but I like hunting public too. Thank you, Mother.